Patrick, a dedicated farmer, was astonished to discover several helpless kittens abandoned in his barn. He took pity on them and decided to bring them home. However, as the kittens grew, they turned out to be far from ordinary domestic cats. Their appearance, behavior, and instincts were different from any cats he had ever seen, leading to an unexpected revelation that completely shocked him. One morning, while tending to his cows and goats, Patrick entered the barn to retrieve his tools. As he reached for them, he nearly jumped back in surprise. Right in front of him, nestled in the hay, were several fluffy kittens. They were larger than regular kittens, and Patrick couldn't recognize their breed. He instinctively looked around for their mother, but she was nowhere to be found. Since Patrick's farm was isolated, it was unlikely that someone had abandoned them there. The mysterious appearance of these kittens left Patrick puzzled, but he knew he had to do something to help them. Despite their fluffy and adorable appearance, the kittens displayed a feisty nature. When Patrick reached out to pick one up, they immediately bristled, growling and hissing at him. Their reaction took him aback, but it also made it clear that they were not used to human contact. Still, they were too young to survive on their own. Determined to help, Patrick decided to take them in. He first tried offering them small pieces of meat, but to his surprise, they sniffed it curiously and refused to eat. Realizing they were too young for solid food, he quickly devised another plan. Patrick carefully placed the kittens into a large basket, wearing thick gloves to protect himself from their tiny but sharp claws. Once inside his home, he prepared a warm, quiet space for them, laying down soft blankets in a corner of a small room. He made sure to give them space, as they still seemed nervous around him. The biggest concern was their food, so he heated up some milk and placed it in a bowl near them. To his relief, they sniffed it cautiously before eagerly lapping it up. At that moment, Patrick felt reassured that at least they wouldn't starve under his care. As days passed, the kittens gradually became more comfortable in their new home. They began playing with each other, showing their mischievous and energetic nature. Patrick visited them several times a day, bringing fresh milk and cleaning up after them. While they initially remained distant, over time, they allowed him to get closer. However, their behavior remained unusual. They were more independent than regular cats, and their reactions were more in line with wild predators than domestic pets. As they grew, their features became even more distinct, making Patrick suspect they were not ordinary kittens. Eventually, the kittens started eating meat, and their natural hunting instincts surfaced. Patrick left the door to his house slightly open, allowing them to explore the farm. They eagerly ran outside, climbing, jumping, and playing in the yard, but they always returned to the home they had grown used to. Patrick noticed them catching mice on multiple occasions, proving they were skilled hunters. Unlike typical pet cats, they didn't seek affection or purr when he was near, but he still felt a bond with them. He admired their beauty, intelligence, and independence, even if they weren't the kind of pets that curled up in his lap. As the months passed, their fur grew thick and dense, making them look even more majestic. Patrick had grown fond of them, giving them names, and they even started responding when he called. They remained somewhat aloof, but had clearly accepted his presence. More importantly, they proved to be valuable farm companions, helping keep the rodent population under control. Patrick enjoyed watching them roam freely, appreciating their unique qualities even though they were unlike any cats he had encountered before. One day, a veterinarian visited the farm to check on a sick cow. As he finished the examination, his attention was drawn to the unusual cats playing nearby. Intrigued, he moved closer for a better look, but the moment the cats noticed him, they instinctively retreated and hid among the rocks. However, the vet had seen enough to recognize them. When Patrick explained how he had found and raised them, the veterinarian broke into a wide smile and revealed the shocking truth. Patrick had unknowingly raised a group of Pallas cats, a rare and elusive wild feline species. These cats, known for their dense fur, independent nature, and exceptional camouflage, are rarely seen in the wild. Even experienced wildlife observers struggle to spot them, as they blend seamlessly into their surroundings. What made the situation even more remarkable was that Pallas cats are an endangered species, with only a small population remaining in the wild. Realizing the importance of this discovery, Patrick and the vet immediately contacted conservation experts. After ensuring the cats were healthy and capable of surviving on their own, the specialists arranged for their release back into their natural habitat, helping to protect and restore their dwindling population. Patrick was both astonished and proud of what had happened. He had unknowingly saved and nurtured an endangered species, giving these rare creatures a chance to survive. Although he felt a bit sad to see them go, he knew they belonged in the wild. Watching them disappear into the landscape, he felt a deep sense of fulfillment, knowing he had played a crucial role in their survival. As Patrick watched the Pallas cats disappear into the wild, he couldn't help but feel a mix of emotions. He had grown attached to them despite their independent nature, and a part of him wished they could have stayed on the farm. However, he knew deep down that wild animals belonged in their natural habitat. Inspired by this experience, he started reading more about Pallas cats and other wild felines, realizing how little most people knew about them. Pallas cats, also known as mannels, are native to the grasslands and mountainous regions of Central Asia. Their thick fur, which makes them appear larger than they actually are, helps them survive the harsh winters of their habitat. Unlike domestic cats, Pallas cats are solitary creatures, preferring to live and hunt alone. They primarily feed on small rodents, birds, and insects, using their exceptional camouflage to stay hidden from both predators and prey. Despite their unique adaptations, Pallas cats face many threats in the wild. Habitat destruction, climate change, and illegal hunting for their thick fur have significantly reduced their population. Additionally, because of their low reproduction rate and high infant mortality, their numbers recover very slowly. Conservationists around the world work to protect these rare felines by preserving their natural habitat and educating local communities about the importance of their survival. As Patrick delved deeper into the world of wild cats, he became fascinated by another elusive feline, the Eurasian lynx. Unlike Pallas cats, lynxes are larger and more powerful, with tufted ears, sharp eyesight, and excellent hunting skills. Found in forests across Europe and Asia, the lynx plays a crucial role in maintaining the balance of its ecosystem by controlling the population of deer and smaller mammals. However, like Pallas cats, lynxes have also faced challenges due to deforestation and poaching. Patrick's unexpected journey with the Pallas cats sparked a new passion in him. He decided to work with local wildlife organizations to raise awareness about wild feline conservation. He even considered setting up camera traps around his farm to see if any other rare animals roamed nearby. Although he was just a simple farmer, he realized that even small actions could make a difference in protecting these incredible creatures. From that day on, whenever Patrick walked through his farm, he would sometimes catch himself looking toward the horizon, wondering if his wild feline friends were still out there. Though they had returned to their natural home, he felt privileged to have been a part of their journey. His farm would never be the same again, not just because of the time he spent raising them, but because of the new appreciation he had for the hidden wonders of nature.